Hi everyone, this is Grandma Sandy. We're doing a tag today. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. One thing great about doing tags, it doesn't cost you anything but some time. We're all sort of staying home, so we can't go out and shop, and it's hard to sometimes put posts together without buying anything. Spring tags cost you nothing. You don't have to buy anything, so please join in. I was tagged by Brooke, and her co-host was Spring Tag with Sugar and Alex Journey. Please go and check out both channels. They do awesome projects on both their channels, from DIYs, cooking, cleaning, all kinds of things. So go check out both those awesome channels. They'll be down below. And I am going to be tagging 3 people also for me. And I'll be telling you at the end of the video who they are. And here is Sugar and Alex Journey. This is an awesome channel. I hope you go check it out. I really am enjoying all these beautiful new friends I am finding on YouTube. I guess that is the one good thing about having all this extra time at home. I am running right through YouTube and finding people that I love. And all my past love creators, I'm going crazy keeping up with them. Normally I don't have enough time to keep up, but I'm really working hard. Well, be sure you go over there and check Sugar and Alex Journey. It's an awesome channel. Here are the 10 questions. Now, I would love to have everybody join in that would like to do this. Remember, it's not going to cost you anything to do this tag. So I am going to mention a few people that I've already pre-asked about joining in, and they said they would. And I want to see as many of you out there that follow my channel to jump in on this challenge. We're going to have it April 5th, so please try to get it done between now and April 5th, and then everyone put it up on the same day, for we can see if we can get someone to really come in and get some good clicks on this. It's going to be Spring Tag Questions, April 5th. Okay, let's start seeing what Grandma did. Well, I have Lynn Kelly, author. She's going to hopefully join in on this tag for spring. She is an awesome creator. She does awesome things on her channel, as you can tell by just what she's put up in the last few days. She's always busy joining in on something. She has been following me for some time, and I've been following her for some time. We both enjoy each other's channels a lot. What I love about her most of all is she's so creative and funny, and she always comes up with something silly, and it always puts a smile on my face. Hope you go over and check her out and see what she comes up for this spring challenge tag. And here's another one of my awesome followers that I just love. She is so nice and so sweet, and she's always joining in on all kinds of collabs and challenges also. No different than this. She's joining in also.
Ida, and this is the Beachy Farmhouse. And today I'm doing another collab, and it's called Spring Artsy Cupcake Challenge.
I was so afraid if I tried to say the name, I would come out of my mouth incorrectly, so I'd let her tell you the name of her channel. She is really a joy to watch. She just started her channel, so she's new to YouTube, and she doesn't have a lot of followers yet, but I'm sure she will be getting a lot more in the future. So go over and give her some love and see what she does on this challenge. Don't forget, April the 5th. I hope every one of you out there that would like to do something like this, jump in and see how many we can get on April the 5th. The great thing about this, no money. Remember, we can't go shopping, and this is a great something to put a post up on, and you don't have to spend any money. Now, let's go see what Grandma did. And here she is, Kristen White, my third awesome friend on YouTube. Love her, love her, love her. She is just awesome. She's so full of energy, And she does all kinds of speed cleaning, karaoke in the car, tags, and shopping hauls. She does all kinds of different things on her channel. And she's so funny. I love watching her. She always puts a smile on my face and makes me laugh. Love her so much. Anyway, come on, Kristen. Let's do this tag together. Hi, everyone. This is Grandma Sandy. I'm a one-person show on this tablet and on my videos. I don't have anyone helping me, and I'm just now trying to learn how to angle the tablet in such a way you can even see me. I did put some makeup on I don't normally usually wear, and I did get my hair looking as best I could without a hairdresser. So we do the best we can with what we have. This is what I look like in the spring. I wear little black t-shirts, or well, they're not all black. I wear mostly t-shirts, so. And they're got a little flare out at the hip area, because you know, women always get a little hippie. And usually 3/4 sleeves. When we get into summer, they'll all be short sleeved. I don't wear sleeveless because it doesn't look pretty. And I like to wear my pants where they're fit sort of close, but not overly tight. I can bend, walk in them, and bend over without struggling. I believe in comfort, number one. And I have very dorky shoes. I don't know if you can see them. And I don't care because my feet don't hurt. So you know how old people are. We want to be comfortable. So that's how I dress for spring. Okay, let's go over the questions. We already answered the first one. What do I wear in spring? You already saw that outfit. Which activities do you enjoy doing in the spring? Well, I guess one of my favorite things to do in the spring is I like to garden. Right now, I'm tearing my whole yard apart, cleaning everything out because everything's a mess. So that's one of the most fun things for me to do. And you're going to be seeing a lot of garden videos up probably from now on every week on my channel. So if you like gardening, stop by and watch them. If you don't, just go to the next thing. We have all kinds of things on my channel. We have gardening, we have fairy gardens, we have home decor challenges. No shopping hauls. You can count on no shopping hauls for the next month or so. But we got everything but the shopping hauls. But now I'm doing more cooking, and I did one cleaning haul, if you can believe. I'm not a cleaning haul, a cleaning challenge. Hard for me to believe that I did that, but I did. And it says, which activity, do you use spring clean? Not really, but because I did do a spring clean of one of my cabinets, because it was a challenge, I guess I did one. I did clean out one cabinet. It turned out beautiful. It's up on there right now, so please go check it out if you want to see something Grandma cleaned. Let's see what else. What are we going to do to celebrate in the spring? Well, the Greeks, the ancient Greeks celebrated Mother's Day. With all this stuff going on this year, normally my family sort of spoiled me rotten, and I have a big family, so I can usually run Mother's Day out and my birthday and anniversary, and it's all in the spring. So I have all kinds of activities to have each child do something with me, and then my grandkids do stuff with me. So I usually make out like a champ. This year, probably not. This year it's going to be phone calls and a lot of looking at everyone on the phone or on the computer, video calling Grandma. That's what we're looking at. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I understand why we all can't get together, and I'd rather be safe because, you know, my husband just had brain surgery, so we don't want to go and get him sick. I've taken another month off from work, so now I'll be into, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months off of work this year. I really don't know what's going to happen, but we'll have to wait and see. What is my favorite spring color? Well, I think pink and purple are my two favorites, and I like nice bright colors. I'm not really a beige person, even though I say that. I like gray. Now, you wouldn't think that I would like gray, but gray is one of my favorite colors, and black. So I do have a lot of black and gray, even in my home. And I have light gray walls, and then I have dark gray charcoal gray chair rail, and I have light green at the bottom. So I do love gray, so I do have a lot of it in my home. But I do love color too, as you'll see. If you watch a lot of my videos, you'll see there's a lot of color, and I love flowers and stuff. Okay, let's see what else we got here. What spring is like where you live? Well, I live in Southern California. So where I live, we get probably hardly ever, rarely ever get snow here at all. I'm in my 70s, and I maybe have seen snow on the ground where I live. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 times, and really it's not snow. It's just little snow flurries, stays on the ground for an hour, and it melts away because it just doesn't get cold enough here where I live. Now, our mountains, we do have mountains all around us. And I do have a video up of what it was like in those mountains in December, and I should put it up because I haven't got it up yet. Of course, it's from December, but hey, we got to put something up on our YouTube channels, and it didn't cost me anything, and I already went and videoed everything, so it's good. So there's no problem there. But our mountains do get snow, and that, believe it or not, no more than 30 or 40 minutes from my house, there's snow. So there is snow close to me, it just isn't where I live. And let's see. So here, like I said, the weather usually, right now it's in the 70s. It could get as high as 80 or 90 here this time of year. Or it could even be as cold as 50 or 60, because last week it was probably in the 60s. This week it's in the 70s, and we did get some rain. Quite a bit of rain this last month, and we may have some rain coming up this month too, because we usually get a lot of rain in April, but we don't get a lot of mud because I live right in town, and you know, everything has streets and sidewalks, and homes are close together, so there's not a lot of mud. So it's pretty nice living here, as long as you got a lot of money. Not that I have any money, but you know, when you're old and you bought something 50 years ago when things were cheaper. Now, if I had to buy something, I couldn't even live in this state. Okay, let's see what else we have. What's your favorite spring thing? Let's see, favorite things about spring. Well, my favorite thing is I love to garden. And when the weather gets nice like this, you can go out and you can pull the weeds easy because the ground's been it's had so much rain, the soil's nice and loose. I see my flowers start blooming up, and I have a lot of flowers. I'm going to put a video up this week of some things that are growing in my yard that are flowering right now, and I know you're not going to believe it. 99% of what I'm going to show you in those videos, I have not planted or did anything. These are things that reseed themselves, because I grow most of my stuff from seed, and if you grow from seed, it reseeds itself every year. I had 2 surgeries last year myself, and that made things get bad in the yard. Now my husband had this surgery this year, so I haven't really worked in my yard probably in a year and a half much. So I was so happy to go out and look in my beautiful yard. Not that it's beautiful, but I could go out and see beautiful spring flowers, and I didn't plant them, I didn't do anything, they're just coming up. And the next question, my tablet keeps stopping all by its little lonesome. Okay. What's your favorite flower? Now that's pretty hard to say. I did take some pictures of some of my favorite flowers, and I'll be putting it in this video also. But I love a lot of flowers. I think anything with color I like. And I shouldn't even say that, because right now I have a bunch of little white flowers in my garden, and I just took some fairy pictures with it, and I just think it's so pretty, and I might do another one. And it blooms every spring, and then it's a very invasive plant, and I couldn't even tell you what it is, because I probably planted it 3 or 4 years ago, and it probably was like a 2-inch by 2-inch plant, and already it's quite a few feet big. But, you know, it keeps the weeds down, and it looks pretty year-round, and it chokes out any weed that wants to even think about living there. So I'm leaving it alone. I don't care. The only thing I really don't like, what is it, morning glories. Now I have morning glories in my yard every year because my husband loves them, and it's not because they're not beautiful. They're one of the most beautiful plants, and they reseed themselves, and they take no care, no nothing. They just multiply all by their little lonesomes. But they're so invasive, your whole garden will be morning glories. That's why I don't like them. If it wasn't for that, I would have them. Well, I do have them. I don't even know why I say I don't have them. I have them. I'm constantly pulling them out. That's what I'm doing. Well, let's see what else. Oh, I guess I should mention, I really love sunflowers, and I do put them in every single year from seed. I don't buy them any other way. And because we can't go shopping or do anything, my whole flower garden this year and my food garden are all going to be done by seeds. The only thing I might go out and buy, and I don't even know for sure, maybe a tomato plant. I don't know. I'm going to have to try to think about it, because that means I got to go. I haven't been to a Home Depot or Lowe's in over a month. And so when you see these bags of potty mix, they're things that I bought a couple months ago. I just haven't got around to using them yet. And let's see, what's the last, your least thing you liked about spring? Well, I'm going to show you a picture of it too. Weeds. I hate pulling weeds, and my yard is full of them. The only thing I like about spring is the ground's soft enough I can pull them out. When it gets summertime, they're pretty well just staying then, because I can't get them out. I'm too old and I can't pull them out. And then, what was your greatest spring memory? Well, I have so many great spring memories. I don't know where to begin on them. I have 3 grown kids now, and I have 13 grandchildren, and now those 13 grandkids, 11 of them are over 22 up to 34. So they're pretty well grown too. I do have 2 young ones, that's 12 and 15, but all the rest of my grandkids they're all young adults, and they all have jobs, they all have places to live, they don't live with their folks, and everyone's being pretty responsible with their lives. I have 5 great-grandchildren already. The oldest one is 3. But I should mention that when I had my grandchildren, I had 8 grandchildren under 5. And I guess that's how the great-grandkids are coming, because they're all coming close together, because all my grandkids are almost the same age. But it was great for the grandkids because they were all the same age, and we could do stuff with them at the same. I didn't do much with them when they were, say, the first 4 or 5 years, because I had too many little tiny grandchildren. But when my grandchildren got like 6 or 7, I used to take them up. I know I've mentioned in past videos, there's a camp membership about 25 minutes from my house here, and we have a membership there. And we really don't camp hardly but more than once or twice a year up there. But we drive up all the time, and when my grandkids were young, I would pack 5, 6 grandkids in my husband's truck and take them up there. We'd spend all day, and my kids would look at me like, "Are you insane taking that many small kids?" And I said, "Well, the grandkids know the rules. You behave or you don't go next time." And usually they all behaved. I used to take, sometimes I bought a season pass for, I think, 7 of my grandchildren at one time, the same year. It wasn't recent. I realize how expensive it is now, but when my grandkids were younger, I did that one time. And we would go to Disneyland about every other week or every 3rd week. And even then, I couldn't walk a long time because I had a bad leg. And I had people said, "Well, didn't the grandkids whine or complain because I pushed you around in a wheelchair?" And I said, "Nope. Why would they complain? I bought them season passes. They go to the front of the line there with Grandma, and they didn't mind at all. My grandkids are so awesome, so kind. They treat me so good. Even though they're really up in age now, they still call me all the time. They come and see me. They do stuff with me. When I had my knee replacement surgery, 2 of my grandkids, one of them stayed here for 2 weeks to make sure I was okay. The other one stayed a week. And then I had another granddaughter that came over and to help me with my therapy a few times a week, and then my daughter came over. So I was pretty spoiled. I don't want to even complain. And since my husband has been so sick, most of the grandkids have come over to see him or do stuff with him. and went to the hospital and then with the rehab center that he was in for a while. So I have really great family that's always there. Now they all have jobs. They cannot care for us. But the point is they do call us and they do come by, and my one granddaughter is buying all my groceries now for I don't have to go out. I can just stay home with grandpa and be safe. So I have an awesome family, and so I think my memories are great from the past and they're great in the future. I remember being as big as my family is. I know this may be hard to believe. We used to rent a house in Crestline. It was 8 bedrooms, and we would go up there, the whole family, and that's with 13 grandkids, and we just had a lot of fun. And it was 3 levels too. Grandma went to the 3rd level where it was the quietest it was going to be, and the 1st level had 5 bedrooms, and that's where the kids were at. And I remember that was a lot of fun. The camping up at Mountain Lakes was a lot of fun, and they have cabins up there we can rent, and we rent them all the time too. And just taking a chair and setting it in the creek and watching the little grandkids just building dams in the creek. I could sit there for hours. It didn't bother me at all. And I'm looking forward to the next couple of years that I got all these great grandbabies now. They're all really little, so they really aren't creek material, I don't think, this year. But probably the following year, they should be all old enough to go over there to the creek with grandma and sit in the creek, because it's not very deep as long as they can walk and stuff. And they have flush toilets there. It's, my daughter it was so funny, she said, Mom, this is not camping. And I said, well, it's my kind of camping. They got 3 swimming pools, flush toilet bathrooms, and at that time I actually did camp in a tent when my kids were young and my grandkids were young. I don't do it anymore, I'm too old, but to me it was a great camping. I mean, my husband and my sons and my grandsons would go fishing. I hate fishing. And I could go sit by the pool, or I could go play miniature golf. Oh, they have miniature golf there. They got paddle boats. It is so wonderful. And it's so funny, my daughter said to me, Mom, you've been such a disappointment as a grandmother. And I said, why? Why is that? She says, well, you never did baking and cooking with your grandchildren. I said, no, I'm not that kind of grandmother. I'm the kind of grandmother that packs them in the car and we go somewhere. We go to Mountain Lakes, we go to Disneyland, we go to SeaWorld, we go to the Wild Animal Park. No, we do not come to my house to tear it up and get me stressed out. No, we go places and they know the rules. You want to behave, you get to go a lot. If you don't want to behave, you don't get to go much. Because that was a rule, I rarely ever had to spank anyone or yell at anybody because they knew the rules. So they listened and they did what they were told. And I didn't go out and buy a lot of meals out. We packed a lunch and they never complained. I didn't buy souvenirs. They never complained about that either. They have parents that make good money. Their parents can do all that. I'm going to do what I want to do and what I can afford to do. So I had awesome memories with my children growing up and my grandchildren and all those awesome family vacations with all those people. I still can't believe we would rent an 8-bedroom house and take the entire family on vacation. And we did it more than once. And we did it more than twice. And we do camping trips to this day, right now, as old as we are, and everyone looks forward to it. And we do it as a family. So I don't even think I have, my memories are still in front of me. I still have a lot of new things coming up. And I better stop talking because I run this thing into 2 hours talking about my family and doing things with them. Bye-bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this tag and got to know that how much my family means to me, and also my family on YouTube. I cannot tell you how much I love all of my followers, and I have built up so many great relationships with all of you. And it's like more family, extended family out there, people that leave me comments almost every single week, and I give them comments back. I've got to know them about different things about their family, and I worry about them when they get health issues. I I know they tell us that YouTubes aren't really real family and real friends, but honestly, I feel like some of you are. And I have started this year for the first time ever. So I'm going to start going and seeing some of these people as soon as Grandpa gets well. Uh, See some of my friends on YouTube that live locally because I live in Southern California. A lot of the people that I follow and they follow me back live within an hour to 2 hours of where I live. It's in driving distance, but you can't do it right now with all this illness around. And Grandpa's not well enough either. But this is a goal of mine also, to start doing videos of other people's YouTube channels and what they look like and us interacting together. And I really am looking forward to doing that. And I've already only did it the one time, but me and Maria got together and we're already making plans for future get-togethers. And I know it's going to help me a lot because I'm terrible on YouTube and I need interaction with people that know what they're doing to show me what I'm doing wrong. Because when you tell me something, half the time I don't even know what you're telling me. So I need someone to be physically around me to explain it and show me. So I guess I keep saying I'm going to stop. Anyway, we already all know that my channel is designed for adults only that like to do gardening, home decor, cooking, cleaning, DIYs, and I'm starting to do a lot of DIYs if you haven't noticed. And I'm going to be doing a lot more cooking videos and I have a lot of stuff here. So you're going to see a lot of stuff that I'm going to be spending zero money on, that is going to be free. Hard to believe I'm going to say that. And I can't believe how many future videos I already have made that I didn't spend any money of any kind on. And you're going to start seeing them for the next, probably at least the next 30 days, if not 60 days. And I really, really love doing videos, and I hope I don't bore you guys. I try to do a lot of different kinds of videos. So if someone's interested in gardening now, they will have gardening videos to see. If they're interested in home decor, there'll be things. If they're interested in fairies, I love my fairy garden. I wouldn't exactly say I'm an expert at anything I do. I just like doing it. And I'd love for you to come along on the journey to watch what I come up with. But it's not because I'm good at anything, I'm not. I just like doing it. Bye-bye for now, all my awesome friends and followers. Bye-bye. Well, here is my favorite flower. Eventually, I'm going to have a whole bunch of these beautiful, beautiful flowers floating in the air. This is the only one I have today so far growing in my yard. And it doesn't really give it any justice at all. But I just wanted to share one of my favorite flowers. Now, my other favorite flower that I plant every year, along with this one, is sunflowers. But I don't have one of them growing in the yard yet. But I do have these because these start usually blooming around January, February, or March. So they are just gorgeous. Now all of this is the same plants. There's quite a few of them in here. And when they start blooming, they are going to be gorgeous. But so sadly to say, not one has come up yet. I can't wait. I'm going to go back and look and see if I have any old pictures of this plant because it's my very favorite plant to always have every year in my garden. Except I also love sunflower flowers that I plant from seed also every year. And here's another one of my favorites I have every single year in my garden. California poppies. Does it seem like I'm on a roll, like I am undecided what's my favorite? Maybe true. Always grow these from seeds and have them every year in my yard too. awesome thing about these plants that I'm showing you, they all grow from seeds, and I don't even plant them. Once you really get them established in your yard, they just come back every year. And I never know where they're going to come back, especially the California poppies, because the seeds are so small and we have so much wind here. They just blow everywhere. And I'm not complaining because I love my California poppies.